I'm Leo Margets. I'm a poker player, among other things, but yeah, I've been playing poker for the last 16 years, so I'm almost a dinosaur in the industry because, yeah, you don't see that many people that have been, I think, playing for so long. And yeah, someone very curious that loves to learn, and I think this is a good skill for the game because basically you need to keep improving and learning every day. And I love what the lifestyle that implies being a poker player, so I think that's one of the main reasons I'm still here. About the lifestyle of a poker player, I like the fact that you are your own boss. It's very meritocratic also, but effort doesn't always translate into results in the short term, but long term for sure. So it teaches you a lot of stuff as well, like you become less attached to immediate results, but more about having a good method of doing things. And basically, I also like the freedom that gives you. If you are responsible and have discipline, it's the perfect job because you put your time, but no one has to tell you when you have to do stuff, so you can organize your day pretty well. And being a bit outside the system, it's nice too because you have no strings attached with what I said, a company or a boss. This is my second time in Bratislava, and this is a very emotional event because usually I play bigger events, like higher buy-in, a bit more expensive to participate. But when I participate in one of those events with a lot of people that some of them are playing their first tournament, the atmosphere is amazing. It's way more entertainment than competition, when actually it's both. And that's the good thing that this event reunites. It mixes perfectly, like a fun weekend. A lot of people come here, and yeah, poker is important, but they also come for the adventure of the weekend. They want to do good, they want to compete, it's a challenge, but at the same time, there's so many activities besides the poker that it's a fun event with friends. And also when you sit at the table and you see these people playing, sometimes what I said, their first tournament, you get contagious of this feeling of emotion that you had when you started playing, that after 17 or 16 years, it's hard to keep it. Yeah, that's one of the not so good things of being in a poker player. Well, maybe it's not that it's linked to being a poker player, but it's a characteristic that is very common to poker players, that even if we travel a lot, we are very lazy in doing sightseeing. Before, when I was running more, I used to take some mornings to do a run in the city, and at least I could see a bit. But yeah, in general, I haven't done much sightseeing, but I hope this year I can change the pattern. Yeah. When I started playing poker in 2008, 2009, I was sure that the percentage of women playing poker was going to increase. I thought, as soon as the media puts more publicity, and as soon as, like, women know more about the game, there will be more women. And 17 years later, there's exactly the same percentage. It's around 5 or 10%. And I know there's a lot of buzz about why not more women play poker, but it's just, in my opinion, it's just a matter of preferences. Women like some industries more than other, and men like some industries more than other. Like, there's also more women doing like nursing, for example, and there's more men doing engineer, and it's okay as long as we have the same opportunities to enter the industry. For me, I always felt like another one. I never felt like, that they were treating me bad for being a woman, because as I said, this is very meritocratic. You show your worth sitting at a poker table, and in my opinion, it shouldn't be an issue. It shouldn't be something we talk so much about, as long as any woman that wants to enter the poker industry can do so freely. I think there's absolute equality amongst men and women in poker. We could discuss, which is very interesting, if there's some biological characteristics that maybe make men more inclined to like poker, like, for example, lack of risk aversion, which is very important in poker. a natural instinct of being more aggressive, of being comfortable in situations of high pressure. But then it's not, I don't think it's something that we are taught. I don't think women are taught, oh, you should not play poker. I think there's a big part that comes biologically, you know, like from in the Neanderthal times where men had to go chasing and women had to take care of the resources. So even if we live in a way more modern era, our brains are still wired in a way that we cannot fight. But what is for sure is that the women that have decided to enter the industry can do so with the same freedom than a man can. Yeah. In poker, we always have this duality, like glory or money, no? I think there's a fine line where I could, you know, depending. I think I play poker for money. So at the end, that's what I look for. But to be honest, the moment when you win an event like a bracelet of the World Series of Poker, it's unbelievable. So how much is this feeling worth? And also, no, maybe the opportunities that can arise from that. And at the end of the day, we play for money, but the tournament format is pure competition. And that's what has kept me into the game, because, you know, you can play cash games, you can play espressos. Well, I'm talking online, right? Like there's other formats, but a tournament is fantastic, you know, like, so that's, for me, tournament poker is an analogy of pure competition, and that's more linked to glory than to money. Yeah, it's important to have goals in poker. They need to be, though, more focused on what you can deliver. No, of course, I would like to win another bracelet, I would like to win big events, but I think when I create my goals, or when I try to set goals, I focus on things that are ultimately in my hands, like put more hours into my study, be more focused, try to spend more time studying, because this is something that I can ultimate control. Then hopefully the result will be winning a lot of tournaments, a lot of glory, and a lot of bracelets. Yeah, no, things that I can make sure I can do, because winning a bracelet, it's fantastic, but it's more a dream than a goal, because I cannot control the full process of winning a bracelet. But I can control how much hours I put into my study, how many days I work and I play online and stuff like this. Well, first of all, I think I'm incredibly lucky to be in a team like Winamax, because the atmosphere is amazing. You get contagious also with the vibes of your mates, and poker is very individualistic, so we always travel alone. You could be alone all the time, and even if I'm very comfortable by myself, and you know, I am a bit introvert in the aspect that I recharge when I'm alone, feeling you are part of something else is very rewarding. It's very nice. And then spending time with people that are very smart and that you can have nice conversations is always a thrill. My next plans for poker are, well, immediately in less than, or in a couple of weeks, I'm going to Madrid for the launch of the Winamax Tour Madrid, which is also a huge event with a lot of players that will discover poker for the first time, and is, as I said, a bit similar to Bratislava in that sense that people are crazy excited. It's the first time they sit at a table, it's the first time they see a pro with them, which this is something great about poker. There's no many other activities or disciplines where you can play with the professional, with the elite in the same table. Imagine, you cannot even enter a tennis tournament if you are not qualified. Poker, because if you have the money or if you get the buy-in, you can participate. How crazy it is that you can play with the best people in the world randomly in a poker table, that you can mix them, that you can see them in the breaks, that you are like in the same level in a way when you play. So this is Madrid, and then I have the same format, launch of the Winamax Poker Tour in France, in Marseille. And then I'm considering my last trip of the year, which will be December, and I still don't know if it's gonna be Vegas or Bahamas.